Hi folks, just a quick video here today. YouTube recently sent me an email saying that I need to add some more videos to my channel. Otherwise they're gonna demonetize me. So we do have a couple of new videos coming out for some of my original songs, but that's probably a month out before I have everything shot and edited and ready for upload. So just gonna do a couple of quick gear videos. And today I thought I would do just my outboard analog gear and interfaces. And it's really just this one rack. You can see there's a couple of empty spaces. I recently sold in the bottom space there. It was the Tiegler Creme stereo bus compressor, which I really wasn't using. You can see I've got the tube core at the bottom, and then it was running into the Tiegler, and then the SSL Color Box, and with the Manley on the insert on the SSL Color Box, and then back into the DAW, into Logic. And found I wasn't really using the Tiegler whenever I turned it on. I guess the effect that it produced was undesirable. Given that the tube core was already doing most of the magic, most of the compression. So I just had it sitting there collecting dust. It was switched off most of the time, and so I decided to get rid of it. And then the other section there was the Universal Audio, actually the 4-channel version of this, the 710 tube. It's actually a combo. It's got the tube and the transformer. And so it was just a 4-channel preamp that I wasn't using. And it was just taking up 4 of the inputs on the Orpheus there. So I felt it wasn't really using it, making any use of it. So I just decided to get rid of that too. So I've got a couple of empty slots in my rack, and I might end up moving the SSL, the Lexicon, and the Manley down a few spots to make room for the Axe effects, and then just pop that in there. And then I don't know, I don't really need any more gear right now, but in the future there'll be a little bit more space. I can add some more stuff in. But yeah, I guess let's start at the top here. So I've just got that single channel Universal Audio 710, which I really don't use a lot, and will probably end up getting rid of as well. I recently got the Axe FX 3. Haven't played with it too much, but initial noodling around, it sounds pretty good. I also got the the Quad Cortex, and again, haven't played around with it too much, haven't had much time. But both seem promising, and not sure if I'm sold on using these boxes versus just a really good microphone stuck in front of an amp. But that seems to have given me the best results so far. Is just a really high-end ribbon mic in front of whatever amp fits the music. But so yeah, we got the Axe effects. Then I've got the Prism Atlas, is the first 8-channel preamp and interface. It's the USB version. And then under that is the Orpheus, which is a bit older, but the converters on it actually sound great. I've had good results running guitar into that, and equally good results running guitars into the Atlas. But that's what I'm always listening for, is how are the converters affecting my guitar sound. Low-end converters, as I'm sure most of you know, electric guitar sounds like garbage going through cheaper converters. So I didn't want to cheap out on these. And also for drums, cymbals can sound quite harsh with lower end converters or even middle of the road converters. So I just wanted to have 2 really good preamps and 80 converters. Under the Orpheus is the PCM 90, that's the Lexicon. It sounds phenomenal. It's a really great box for reverb, and I think it's a staple in most high-end studios. The TC Electronic M3000 there underneath it, it's kind of my go-to for drums. I don't use a lot of reverb on anything these days, and especially not drums. I kind of like the dry sound, but I will add a little bit of this. It's on a room setting, and then I've got a plate setting, so it's kind of a combination of those two effects. The room is set at 1.5 second decay and the plate at 2 seconds, and it just seems to make the drums sound good. And then I've got the Discrete 8 by Antelope, and haven't really used it a lot. It was just an extra channel strip and converter that I got in the event that I'd be recording some drums, and haven't used it a whole lot. Then we've got the SSL Color Box, which in addition to these other outboard units here, the tube core, the Manley, I use all these, all three of those on a stereo send and return. So on my on every project, I can send essentially the drums or whatever I want, a certain percentage of each instrument out through this stuff, and it just makes it sound bigger and better. And I'd say the tube core is probably the magical box there. The SSL, you can overdo it. So that's where you can see the input trim is pretty low, the output trim is pretty low. You don't want to have too much going through there. The transformer's switched on, so it does add something. It adds some character and some nice color to your tracks. There's also the vintage drive setting, which I sometimes use and sometimes don't use, just depending on whether it's adding too much artifacts. Yeah, and then this other, I've just got the Lexicon PCM 80 in between there, and I use that a little bit on drums as well occasionally. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. I've got this pile power switcher below. Everything plugs into that. That way everything is stepped, starts up in sequence each time I flip the power on. That way you don't get any power surges. And I think that's pretty much it for the rack here. Yeah, that's probably it for this video. I'll perhaps think about making some more videos just on individual analog outboard gear, and with some samples of how things sound. But that's it for today. I just wanted to post a quick video so that YouTube does not demonetize me. So thanks for visiting, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.